Well. Good afternoon. Welcome to this episode of the Last Drop Africa podcast. My name is Alex Taremwa. Today is an interesting day. I'm out and about trying to learn a thing or two about this plant that has come to be a sweetheart of mine for some time now. I am in the Bamboo Concept Center with a man himself who will introduce himself, but I call him Drake. Drake, thank you for having us in the center. How are you feeling today?
Feeling so great and excited.
You feeling bambooistic?
Yes, feeling great. I love bamboo. It has been, since the time I started with bamboo, it has been so great to work with it. Never disappoints.
Before we get into your work with the bamboo, first tell me about you. Who are you? What do you do? How did you start this business? What business is this? What do you do in this business? Just give me a brief about yourself.
All right, thank you. I'm Ndyamuhaki Drake. I'm Chiga from Kanungu. And happen to be bamboo specialist now. But to do with bamboo, I used to be a fashion designer, and I love fashion so much. And you see, I'm putting on something that I've made of my own. Apart from bamboo, I'm a tailor. I can do anything out. I can tailor for you anything. So when I was in senior 6, that's around 2016.
Which school?
That was Lakeside College, Uzila. It's just up here. So after that, my dad introduced me. He's a farmer, so he introduced me into bamboo. He showed me bamboo nursery that was taken care of. But to me, it wasn't my interest. As someone who's just done with senior 6, you're interested in other things. So he tells me this is a great thing you need to look at, but to me it wasn't really so important. Then when I came to Kampala for my university, Chambogo, I had to meet a group dealing in bamboo, but they had things to do with bamboo art and things from China. For example, if you look at the pen and then the book, these are from China. I looked at them and they were so amazing. They told me you can make cloth out of bamboo, and that was my spark point to join bamboo now. That was 2018. That's when I started bamboo. With that, I got a group that is called Uganda Bamboo Association. I joined them. They do bamboo farming. They have land in Nakasongola where we have 15 hectares that we are here to plant bamboo. And that's a really big project for us that we are looking at. So being an artistic person, I started developing some different things out of bamboo, maybe a cup, maybe a bracelet like I'm putting on. And these would sell in Chambogo. We'd sell them so much. Then participated in Chambogo Fashion Week with the same thing. With that, we had to go on training, online trainings, because here we don't have people who do bamboo training, who do bamboo production yet. I'm among the first who are doing bamboo production here in the country. So I had to continue training myself, getting online trainings, Google, YouTube, up to when I'm up to this point where I can do anything to do with bamboo, provided I have the resources.
No, that's a fine journey. So personally, I discovered you on Instagram.
Yes.
I like how you brand yourself. And I was working on a project for bamboo by the embassy of China.
Yes.
And I wanted to know which Ugandans were involved in this. So what are the benefits of bamboo? What does it take to grow bamboo? What's the process? Where do you get your bamboo? And tell me about that.
Benefits of bamboo. Bamboo is something that has helped me economically develop and financially, because I've been able to form a company out of it. I've been able to. We did a bamboo business called Bamboo Concept Center. That's why we have as on my Instagram.
On Instagram.
Right now, this year we registered Bamboo Innovation Hub, where we're looking at doing business strictly, bamboo products for business strictly. Bamboo Concept Center, we are doing training to empower other people to do bamboo. That's under Bamboo Concept Center. Then Bamboo Innovation Hub, we are doing real business. Number 2, I was able to benefit to go to China and get a training. I didn't pay any money to go to China, but I was able to fly this year in July to go and do a training. That's why I got all this that you're seeing. That's another interesting point about it. Number 3, as you see, bamboo, it is helpful to our environment. That's the most major thing. It's a product that we can use as people in our daily lifestyle to fit into our needs. For example, like a bamboo cup, you're able to use a bamboo cup instead of using a plastic cup, so which saves nature and helps health-wise. So I looked at it as a good product to use and a good material to use for my production as an artist. It has helped me developing partnership and friendship and networking around my colleagues. I have friends from China, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, and everywhere. I've connected all this through bamboo. It has been a great journey for me, and there's a lot of that we have benefited through bamboo.
Like the idea of partnerships, which brings me to a point where I remind you that this podcast is brought to you by Africa No Filter and the MasterCard Foundation. In this podcast series, we interview people like Drake here who are doing amazing work in combating climate change within their capacities and in the works that they do. So Drake, you've listed here a number of products that you have lined up for us. I see phone holders, I see sugar bowls, I see bracelets and earrings, organizers, glasses, books now.
A light here.
How does this work exactly?
So this is, we're calling it a bamboo torch.
Uh.
It's one of our new innovations that we are making. One thing with bamboo is bamboo can replace anything to do with plastic in terms of housing and containers to do with plastic. So this is a light. If I switch, this is a switch. If I switch it on, it's just one of made to light. It's rechargeable. So someone, you're there at home, you don't have enough light, you can have this. This is one product we're trying to develop that people can use. Maybe now going for Christmas festival time, electricity is always on and off, but this can light for 3 hours and above. At least this would be help to solve the problem of light. So
and plastic, because I can see you.
Plastic. So with the plastic, the reason why we have the plastic, we're recycling the bottles. So we're trying to tell people, actually, you don't need this plastic, but we have this bamboo that we're bringing in. So with time, we should have bamboo only, without the plastic, maybe.
Okay. So on a larger scale, I'm sure you know how our forest cover in Uganda has been on a steady decline for a long time. More than 60% of our forest cover has disappeared.
Yes, sure.
Now, if you go to wetlands and other biodiversity sources, it's even worse. How can bamboo as a plant, you just told me you have quite a number of...
We're trying to nurture some bamboo here, which is called bamboo gigantus. This is a rare species that is gotten from China and makes bigger sizes of bamboo. To do with the forestry, bamboo is one of the natural forests that we can encourage people to plant or to have. Even if you have one or two at home, you're saving something. Bamboo takes in more carbon than any other tree. It takes in actually 36% more than any other tree of carbon, which saves our environment. We're all trying to fight for our planet, and bamboo is the best way to go. In growth, bamboo grows so fast. Other trees like eucalyptus would take 10 years and above to grow, but bamboo would take 5 years. And in these 5 years, we're already using the bamboo. From the first year, it has a use. You can do, maybe you can do bamboo tea, the branches, you can make these bracelets, and that's economy. You can make charcoal, the carbonated charcoal and charcoal briquettes out of bamboo, and all this will help control deforestation. When you cut bamboo, it grows more. So bamboo, you don't actually cut it down as other people do deforestation. We prune all thin for bamboo to have more coming in, of which what you've cut down you're going to use, which makes it a better tree to have in our environment.
Has more utility.
Yes.
So how can you advise policymakers? Because I haven't seen, other than the Embassy of China and now the Bamboo Association you talked about, I haven't seen a mass planting of bamboo. But yet I have seen a big demand for bamboo to use in products like the bicycles I've seen you work on. I have colleagues, the Design Hub, who we've interviewed one on this podcast, who uses bamboo to make bikes that are being used to deliver food using these other internet applications at home. But the supply at the moment is a bit low. How can we bridge that gap and have a more bigger uptake of bamboo planting and production in this country?
Right now, as I speak, we've been trying to push as much as we can from the government and related organizations like National Water and the Environment and National Water, NFA, to see how we can develop the bamboo farms or plantations. Good enough, the government has set aside 57,000 hectares of land that are meant to be planted bamboo. Uganda Bamboo Association have 500 hectares, where we have 15 of that hectares that were meant to plant bamboo. We need value addition to be looked at so highly so that people can know what bamboo can do. People like us here, that's why we're looking at training more people in bamboo value addition. If you can have people doing more value addition or using bamboo instead of plastic as their option for their production. We understand students who are doing engineering, who are doing tech, normally use plastic for their casing. We are trying to encourage them, going to universities like Makere, Chambogo, to encourage them to use our product, our bamboo as a material for their products. We can encourage more growth of bamboo in our country.
So where you traveled, you said you went to China and they are big on bamboo. What products did you see that challenged you to come and put in slightly more work? I see you already have some, but what more can you do if you're given some resources?
What we are looking at is, our major campaign now is we're looking at planting bamboo for boards production. Boards are one of the consumables here, and when you look at with bamboo and our country, country, there is a high demand of bamboo, mostly board-based product. When I say board, this is a bamboo board made out, this book, but with a book with a bamboo board on it. This I got from China, but this is what we are looking at to go to as well. If we can, maybe by the support of any organization, government, to be able to have machineries that can produce such boards, this will do a great deal for us here. With bamboo, you're able to make, like you see, these are papers made out of bamboo. If we are able to produce textiles and papers out of here, there's a lot of use, there's what we use here as paper. So if we can use out of bamboo, then that's so great. The next thing is fiber for cloth, and our president has been encouraging us to use our own materials, to put on what we can make here, not to buy second-hand clothes. This would be the best for us to look at. With China, what we saw was they monopolize so many things. If they are boards, they monopolize the boards from bamboo. They get a bamboo, they know an area, they plant it there that will produce a certain product at a large quantity.
How many people are you working with in your organization? Those that you work with, those that you train?
So far with what we work with, as Bamboo Concept Center, we have 30 members, and these members have been able to put up also their own businesses with bamboo. They are in different areas. For example, like my brother who is here, Ndyamuhaki there, is also part of it, and he has all been able to benefit from this initiative of Bamboo Concept. There are several other members some are here in Kampala, up country. I've been able to work with also an organization called Divine Bamboo. We have been training people in the west part of the country, where we have now 200 people who can do something out of bamboo. They are not yet masters yet, but they are in the process, because it's only 1 year that we have trained them, and for 1 month only, of which we look forward to give them more empowerment. Even when we are here, they call and we tell them what to do, where they are going wrong. So we're trying to empower as much as people as we can, and more people are trying to get on board as much as they can. With the Uganda Bamboo Association, we are 400 members that are getting into the bamboo. We are so far 50 people that I know that have farms that are planted, and not one, they're over 10 and above hectares. So the industry is growing slowly, but I know we shall be there.
We recently had about 4 rivers burst their banks in Bara, the Rizi, in Kasese, in Kigezi, Eastern Uganda, and we have more of these happening a bit more often. How can bamboo as a plant help reducing some of these natural disasters, especially with holding the soil? Like, what's the capacity of bamboo to help with that?
To my understanding, I would say bamboo is the best for soil erosion control and river bank protection. Bamboo has a net formation of the rooting system that holds the soil. So wherever it is planted, that job is to hold the soil wherever it is. It doesn't let the soil go, neither does it take the water from the soil. Actually brings out the water, and the water is always by the ground level. So anything even planted around it, it is okay, it is safe to grow. And now we even encourage people, if you have any place nearby the river, plant bamboo to protect your land. There's River Ishasha in Chihi, that's in Kanungu district, where we have planted, and the success story is already going on. Now it's 3 years down the road. There is a success story. We are seeing bamboo protect the land from being taken by the river, so which makes it the best.
So what are the next plans for you? Your company, where do you go from here now?
So this year we are planning to register a company up to where we can start making some products like you're seeing a few here. So next year our plan is how best can we put it to another level, from producing one product and to might produce several products. And our plan is how best can we encourage everybody in the country to have at least one of our products, and then we can have it going abroad.
And what do you need for that to happen?
For that to happen, as I was speaking, right now, our resources are still minimal. Our working capital is still low. So we were looking at how best we can increase our working capital and our resources, like machinery, working space, bamboo itself. We already have the bamboo. The bamboo as raw material is already there, because there are farmers that we're working with. And more so, personally, I do farm management for people who have bamboo farms. So we help them to plant the bamboo. We help them to manage their farms because bamboo, it's growing, so it grows in a cluster. Here that's called Sympodio bamboo. Here's what we have here. There's Monopodia and Sympodio. Here in Uganda, in Africa, we have Sympodio bamboo, where it grows as a cluster. So that we always need you to harvest some from it, so that you let others grow. So that's what we are looking at. We have the material, but then we need to raise the resources and the capital to manage our company.
Fantastic. It's very nice to have you on the show and illuminate our audiences on this topic that personally I'm passionate about, but also I know there's not much information out there for people to learn and participate in this industry. If you had to give one piece of advice to one young person who is interested in this industry, what would you tell them?
Number one, like you, I'll tell you, actually, if you even have a small place or even 1 acre, however much there is, just go around it, plant about 1 or 2, 3 pieces of bamboo. It won't disappoint you. At least even from one, you shall be able to benefit from it. I mean, to encourage you to plant even more. So the number one step at where we are as Uganda, or here right now as Africans, is let's plant now bamboo. If we can plant now bamboo, then I can assure there's market ahead, and there's a lot of users of it there, and there's so much that you're going to save when you plant bamboo.
Thank you for coming to the Last Drop Africa podcast. This podcast is proudly sponsored by Africa No Filter and the MasterCard Foundation. My name is Alex Taremwa, sitting in for Bella Twine, who was unable to be with us. The podcast, of course, is produced by Mr. Francis Mukule, and we have Edward Nimsima also doing the scripting on the rise ones and twos. I've had Drake today at the amazing center. You should check him out on Instagram. He's on Bamboo Concept Center. Check out his products. Oh, you didn't tell us. What's the pricing point?
Points we have. I'm going to show you things that we are doing on a regular. Okay, these are a few. So here
I can help you hold.
Yeah, this is a phone holder. Somebody can use it when you're making your calls. You can have it there. WhatsApp calls, video Zoom. You can have it there that way. This helps you to ease your work in your communication. So it's a usable. This one goes for 10,000 only. Then we have our...
That's Ugandan shillings, don't think it's dollars.
The cup that you're seeing, this is a bigger cup. So a big cup like mug size, we go for 20. And then we have a medium size that goes for 10.
Smooth.
Then we also have these small tea cups. These are, we call them coffee cups, small coffee cups that we sell for 5,000 to 10. It's according to how you may need them. Then we sell them also in sets. I sell like 6 of them, 30. Then a cutlery holder where you put in your stuff. Could be your kitchen. You can have your cooking sticks, your everything, spoons and forks in it, so that you have your kitchen organized very well with nature. This goes for 25.
Yeah.
So these are some of the regular products we do. Though we also innovate products, like for example, like a light that we innovated, maybe toy cars also we innovate them. We don't have one here, but we can innovate them as well. So anyone, even if you're interested in a certain product you've seen anywhere in bamboo, please bring us that challenge. We always allow any challenge to take on as long as it's bamboo. How long does it take? This takes me, and within 30 minutes I've produced this one here.
Really?
Yes, if I'm to make only one. Yes. So also have lampshades. This lampshade here, it's a design that we have put up here now, but we have several different designs that we can make. You can even design new face can be designed here as well. So we also do woven stuff. Bamboo is flexible. You can easily strip it and then weave it. So this is a woven bamboo bag that you're seeing. And very soon we're going to have very nice bags that are out there to sell. This mostly we have trained it to our ladies to do this job. And we shall be seeing them out there doing the woven bamboo bags and so forth and other things.
Fantastic. We'll see you next week with yet another innovator.
Thank you so much.
All
I appreciate for the opportunity to see you again. Last Drop Africa.